Okay, everybody. Hey everyone, this is Key of Key Creative Studio, Master Drawing Japan. I'm gonna do another sketchbook exposed video. It seems that the other ones I did were kind of popular, and it's been a while, so I'm gonna do another one. I'm exposing my sketchbooks, because there's, as I said before, there's always a kind of like um, a mystery about sketchbooks, because people want to, they want to see people's sketchbooks, and particularly like when they're artists that they respect very much. Sometimes they can make their sketchbooks look like works of art in themselves. I mean, actually, some people, are, their sketchbooks are so good that they're able to sell them. So I wanted to show my sketchbook, because I wanted to like demystify a lot of things. So I'm basically, this is going to be an airing of my dirty laundry. So you again, you're gonna see, the good, the bad, the ugly, and maybe even worse, the mediocre in my sketchbooks. Just a little bit of a fair warning, So, and I think it's kind of healthy for people, like just to show the sketchbooks, in general, to help like kill the ego. So, okay, so this paper that I'm working on here, this is a Strathmore toned gray sketchbook. Um, this is a little bit different from the other ones that I've used. Usually I use an Orion Croquis smooth paper, or I use the Moleskine like heavyweight paper. Um, but this one actually I like, because like drawing with gray works very well, because the truth is, the most of the world is not particularly mostly white, or even ivory for that matter. The majority of the world, it's usually a palette of mostly browns, like light browns and grays, to be honest. And then you have like these these spots of light or of color, that are popping out, and that's what causes things to pop out and to attract our attention. So that's the reason why, it's good to maybe to draw with toned paper, or to draw like with a toned um, with a toned background. So okay, most of the drawings in this sketchbook are from the life drawing classes that I do here in Tokyo, with the Sokie Academy of Fine Arts and Design. So this one is a model. Her name is Juri Nishio. She's a Buto dancer. She's very talented. She's about my age. She's a little bit older, but she has a very strong and beautiful body. So she doesn't necessarily have all the what do you call it? The kind of like youthful fleshiness, that young girls have, but actually, there's another kind of beauty that she has, which shows that, she's, even though she's a little bit older, you can see that she's well developed in terms of her musculature. So um, so you can notice that, yeah, like, and I hope this is showing up on the camera, but um, yeah. So I'm working mostly in this book, I think, with just a regular, um, just a regular to be pencil. Um, at best, at best, I might be working with sometimes a Blackwing Pearl pencil. The Blackwing pencils are kind of like nerd pencils. There's a whole history for some of you guys who are in animation. We all know like the romance of the Blackwing. The Blackwing 602s are okay, but the one I really like actually is the Blackwing Pearl. It's really has like a really nice, smooth, like buttery kind of feel to it. And Yeah, so it could give me like a nice crisp line, and also it spreads out easily. That being said, um, usually I just most of the stuff in this book is just I work with sort of regular two B sorry, not two B, an HB pencil. Um, Sometimes you don't really need fancy pencils all the time, like to get the real effect that you want. You want to just work with a pencil that's not gonna work against you, right? I always believe that the kind of tools that you use you should be working in harmony with them, right? You should not be like fighting against your tools, because it just takes you out of the process. So anyway, all right. So that being said, now you notice some of the ways that I lay in like some of the modeling tone in here. It's only a little bit, but I did. But you notice like this kind of this lightning bolt kind of effect that I use here. I confess I kind of picked that up from um, Art Center. Sorry, yeah. So this lightning bolt, design, for showing value. I think that's something that came out of Art Center. I noticed that Steve Houston uses it sometimes, like when he's doing quick sketching. Glenn might do it every now. Glenn Villepeu might do that every now and then. Um, I think this is something that I don't know who started it. I don't know if it was Lorser Feidelson, who's an old teacher over at Art Center. He's a teacher of or kind of a contemporary of Glenn Villepeu's. So, but anyway, sometimes it's a good way of laying in that for the modeling tone. There are many ways you can do it. Of course, you can do it this way. Um, you know, of course, yeah, you can do that, like the show of value as well. But sometimes this lightning bolt design gives a little bit of an interesting look to it. So okay, so let's keep on going. Let's see some bad drawings here. Um, all right. I think these drawings are also still jury initio. Another thing in terms of my life drawings, I have no shame in taking the drawings that I did that day and going home and working them over. Um, there's no rule saying that you can't go back and fix up your drawings. The whole purpose of the life drawing is to learn. It's just to help improve your craft, right? So there's no rule saying, oh, like so if you did a drawing that you were not satisfied with. I tell some of my students this. If there's a drawing that you just didn't hit it the way, or you didn't really tie it down the way you wished you did, go home and do it again. Or work it over. See like what didn't work very well with that, and correct it. Because if it's not working out, the areas that are screaming that this is wrong to you, that like that's the areas that you have to give attention to. So like as I said, I worked most of these with regular 2B pencil, maybe this black wing here, but I think here I might have used maybe another kind of media. Maybe I might have used one of these Prismacolor black pencils to get this really dark hint here. So again, using little spots of white, to make things pop out more. Okay, these sketches are pen. These were done with I am pretty sure with my my fountain pen. I have two Namiki Falcon pens. Actually, where is it? I have this one that I draw with like a sanguine reddish brown, and then I have this one that I draw with black ink. So I didn't do any touching up with this one in terms of any like whites to bring it out, but you know I can do that pretty easily. This is definitely Jury here. Yeah, she Jury. Mm, maybe I stylized her hips a little bit, you know, but definitely she does have this kind of this kind of musculature to her shape. Okay, so this one I can't remember what that came from. This here is from a model. He's a bodybuilder here in Tokyo. I guess you could call him a classic bodybuilder, and meaning that like he's his shape design is kind of like the old guys like from the 70s or the 80s. A lot of the bodybuilders now, I mean, you know, they're just so massive, man. You know, it's ridiculous, you know. But Lee he's an awesome bodybuilder. He's an awesome subject to draw. Um, I gotta confess, this drawing is a little bit too cartoonish for me, and you know, I think it's no secret, you know, that I have a lot of influences, you know, from like classic American comics, like you know, Marvel Comics, and artists like John Buscema, you know, or like Neil Adams, you know. So this is a little bit comic booky, you know, in a way. I think I was trying to channel some John Buscema vibes in for this one. Not particularly happy with it, but anyway, that's that one. Um, that's also Lee in here. Yeah, this a little bit. Yeah, Lee is actually he is this big. He does have this kind of musculature, but I don't have quite the rhythm that I wanted for this. Um, Here are just some random like hand and arm sketches. Um, uh, I'll come to this in a moment. You guys, you know, whenever you're drawing something that always gives you trouble, it's always a good idea just to take time out and just do several drawings of that. You know, so like if you, for example, like hands always tend to be a problem with people. You know how to do a hand that looks you know realistic, or how to do kind of like a shorthand for a hand. No pun intended. You know that works. Um, just work it out. You know, just do a page or so of these, and then you know try to work it out. You know, you'll find yourself you're only gonna improve your capability more. You're only gonna improve your understanding more by doing that. So this is a model that was featured in one of my other sketchbooks. This is Yawa Kinchan, and Yawa Kinchan is also kind of a, no, she's not a bodybuilder. I guess you say she's a fitness competitor. A long time ago in the 80s, that category was called like female bodybuilding, but I guess she's fit, but she has a body. She's a very very muscular body, and kind of like a Western kind of style to her design. So um, anyway, here I'm working out some. I hope this is showing up. But yeah, here are some other parts of the body that I'm working out. The scapula, arm, um, looking from the shoulder girdle from the top here. This is also Yawa Kinchan as well. Okay. Just random study here. This might be. Ooh, oh, this is really bad. This is bad. It's so bad. I'm tempted to fix this. Um, yeah, this is no good. Um, anyway, all right. I can't fix it right now. That wouldn't be fair. I said I'm gonna. Well, maybe I will fix it, but not right now. But this is Kai Izumi. I'm pretty sure that it's Kai. Kai is a pole dancer. She's posed for my drawing classes a lot. She's actually one of my favorite models, actually. So, this was um, a plain exercise for the face that got out of control, and because I was rushing, and that's what happened. So a bit of advice, or at least a bit of advice and confession about like one of my weaknesses, and I hope you guys don't develop this too, which is rushing. Never rush. Don't rush your drawings. Take your time, because I think that saying like haste makes waste. If it ever is true, it is definitely true with drawing. When you if you try to rush through your drawing, you're gonna waste time. You're gonna waste time, and then you're gonna miss things, and you're not gonna be as engaged in the drawing as you could be, and then you're gonna end up having to go back and correct things. So it's always better to really it's better to slow down. It's better to slow down. Take it from me. I'm a rush addict. I confess. It's something I've been trying to break myself out of for a long time. Anyway, so this is also Yawakin-chan here. Um, she was a really good model. I like drawing her, actually. Um, yeah. So okay. This one didn't turn out so well. Actually, to be honest, this was the first time. I can't bear it. I gotta fix that. um, this was the first time Yao Kin-chan actually posed for one of my classes, and the the thing is, she was nervous. Actually, I think she was kind of nervous. So I mean, with all respect, I think she's a great model. But the first time, she was a little bit stiff. So some of the poses that she gave, were a little bit on the stiff side. This is also Yawa Kinchan as well. Okay. Um, so, yeah, most of this is just done. The reason why I use pencil for this kind of paper is because this paper has a little bit of tooth to it, and of course the tooth of the paper does have an effect in terms of how much it's going to eat your pencil, but it has an impact in terms of like how much you can actually you can spread out the values of your pencil. So so the more tooth, the more, yeah, the more it's going to eat your pencil, but also it's also going to give a kind of grain and texture to it as well. So just to be transparent again in terms of like my influences, I confess, I'm still attracted to that kind of American comics way of design, that you see like in Marvel Comics, or like Frank Frazetta and things like that. So obviously, that's why there's this. I'm designing this drawing, to really accentuate the musculature of Yawa Kinchan, even though she is kind of muscular, but this is very idealized, obviously. I mean, she's not too far from this, to be honest, but it is a little bit idealized. Even like she has like long hair, but you can see like in terms of like these rhythms I've put in the hair here. So um okay, all right. Let me keep going. This is Kai. I'm pretty sure this is a Kai. Oh boy. So I really I screwed the pooch in this here in the pelvis here. I really messed that up, actually. The problem is sometimes like when you're drawing. I don't know if you're gonna see this, but you know what, I'll do it. I don't care. Um, Yeah, when you're drawing um, the pelvis like in this kind of this kind of position, because basically like there was like a box here, and like she was kind of like, yeah, she was kind of like laying down like that, this kind of thing, and then like, yeah, her legs like this. Okay, so the problem is like when it's in this position, um, there's a tendency as a solution to to keep the three dimensionality of this by drawing the pelvis, um, the pelvis area like a box, right? So so we do this kind of thing, right? Which is fine because obviously it kind of it kind of like it ties it down in space, right? So it makes things clearer, right? Um, the problem is that people don't want to look at boxes, right? And that and that again, sometimes this is one of the cases, like where the remedy might be a little bit worse than the disease in this case, because obviously, yeah, because now we have another problem, because now like we have this box here, and that doesn't look very natural. So the thing is, I needed to like to round that out a little bit more, and yeah, make that a little bit more organic. Another problem, at least another challenge here, is because she's all right. So she's going like that. So like gravity is like pulling her stomach down. So I know like her stomach should be caving in inwards like that. But yeah, this is no good. This is no good. But hey, here I am, like what I was talking about before. When you guys, when you when you look at your old drawings and your sketchbooks, really take it as an opportunity to really be critical of yourselves. To really, I mean, really, look in the mirror, face the music, and see like what's wrong. And usually, when you articulate it to yourself in terms of like what you did wrong, um, yeah, you can actually give yourself the opportunity to make it better. So okay. Anyway, so that's that. Ooh.